Right, well, here we go. Welcome back, everybody. Episode 7 of the Froome CC podcast. And this is a special one because we're all sat around the same table. Socially distant, of course. Obviously, I've got my co-host and non-cricketer, Reece Croker. How are you, mate?
Happily retired, mate. Yeah, happily retired.
Happily retired, even though Barts is 10 wickets in front of
10
you.
wickets ahead. Happily retired.
Nice. Obviously, we don't know if you guys can hear that, but
5
Sanders,
Peronis deep.
speak up. Andy Veal, the best slip catcher in Froome. How are you, sir?
Hi. All good. All good. Thank you very much. It was a good day's play today, so I didn't drop anything.
No,
which is a surprise to everyone,
including
myself.
We'll get onto that in a minute, mate. I think. Richard Potter is with me, second team captain, vice chairman. How are you, sir?
I'm in a lot of pain, mate, if I'm being honest.
Yeah.
Did both my quads, second ball of the game, and the last 7 hours I've been too much fun, if I'm being honest.
Can you talk us through how that might have happened? Second ball,
I hear I remember the likes of Don Van Bailey and Michael Johnson talking about when they were at the height sprinting. Just pushed off, explosive force, get down the other end, second ball, and you know when you don't put the train at the start, these things happen, don't you?
The Ryan Gullock.
Well,
little sniper.
We'll see.
When you're done, mate.
Well, I might have to pack it now if that's the case. But
it's been a successful season, mate. Yeah. 1 out of 1.
If he can get through it, mate, so can I.
And we have the vector of disease himself, James Unwin. Yeah. All right, how's it going?
Yeah, Froome, mate. Yeah.
So we are recording this in the away changing rooms at Froome after day 1 of season proper, having had a bit of a run around last week. I suppose none of us really knew what to expect out of today's cricket. Pops, should we start with you? Second team point of view. How was the game?
What did I expect?
What did you expect versus how did it go?
We were reeling from the news that we'd been accepted into Division 26 of the Wiltshire League. So
yeah.
We obviously knew we had high standards to keep. And in fairness, that was pretty much a perfect friendly today. Canley gave them the toss. They said we could bat first. All the top 6 batted well. Danner's got 100. Everyone else batted around him. 230 odd, and then all the bowlers got a good run out, and they didn't get really close really. So.
What did we catch? The last 10 overs.
They
looked pretty good.
Yeah,
didn't they?
I mean, Ethan looked like he bowled well.
So I mean, we've always known the bowling was strong from last year. Kept the same high standards again, and the big thing we wanted to push was batters getting in, batting long, getting big totals on the board, and after 1 down, that was pretty much. God, the number of times I wish we'd done that last year.
So as a captain, what were you expecting? Was that over what you were expecting?
Oh yes, definitely.
Yeah.
So I was. I wasn't expecting all the catches we took last week, to be honest. In the club game, that shocked me. So I think we wasted them because there was a few went down today. But
right.
No, I was. Definitely be above what I thought. I thought everyone looked in pretty good nick, to be honest.
I think that's the thing we've spoken about a lot in terms of second team cricket is having batters knocking on the door by scoring big runs. I guess we haven't had that at all, and so in game 1 to have someone coming out and scoring 100 top of the order must have been
it was 9 the perfect innings. Someone getting in, going big, people batting around him, and having 7 6 wickets in hand for the last 7 overs. And
so you unleash JD in a 3 roll.
You happy with the Norton shirt being worn at the top of the order?
Well, rumours have it that he kissed the Norton badge when he got to 100. Is that right?
Well, someone said weak captaincy or something. I don't know.
Well, if he gets 100 every week, then
he'd wear what the fuck he wants.
He can kiss whatever he wants.
So comfortable victory. Obviously, we caught the end, and Ethan seemed to be bowling quite nicely at the end there. Who stood out? Bowlers.
Matt Knight bowled really well at the start. I think his first 2 wickets were all kissing the top of off, sort of just knocking the bail off. No, it's not cartwheeling, but still pretty good sort of thing.
Hambles didn't put enough.
Early wickets. We struggled at Unix, all of our spinners, so we had the sort of England at the Oval in the late 90s, 5-seamers right on, charging in. But no, it was all really good. Neil Collis was excellent. I think we went for 5 or 6 off that.
Oh, he's in the dictionary, isn't he, Neil Collis?
Well, I think he's still in there, mate. Yeah, he hasn't been removed to the new edition.
Talk me through shot of the day.
Oh yeah, shot of the day.
Shot of the day. Wasn't me.
All right, we'll move on.
Fucking hell.
Shorter day parts. Come on, that's your team.
Dan is about the 6 over, sort of whipped one from just outside off stump that went like a rocket through mid wicket.
Not up in the
Which
air.
was, no, it was just risk free, I just thought, yeah, looking good, Nick, mate.
Oh, spot on.
Good.
What about Dick of the Day?
Oh, yeah. That's
Is that
Yeah.
fair?
Yes.
Well, I think
Just say-
I'm pretty sure he's going to claim it himself by doing both his
No,
quads and
It's
second
it's
ball
Josh,
of the
it's
game.
Josh, isn't it?
No, so I'll actually say, Neil Collins. Do you remember Tim Flowers at Blackburn?
Oh, what, the old kneel down bounce over the shoulder?
Yeah, Neil Collins had 3 of them at cover.
Oh, Alfred's in good nick there.
Is he like normally a gun extra cover fielder?
That's a fair question, mate. No, he's not. I'm not sure why he was there. But
Thank you for your question.
I mean, I guess would you blame Tim Flowers for what happened?
No, I don't think I would. No, was it Steve McManaman?
It was Stan Collymore.
Oh,
Because
that's it, yeah,
Tim
of course.
Flowers
They look the same.
dug his heel into the pitch to mark out the pitch. And it
I tell you,
hit-
he didn't chase it after went over his shoulder like Neil did.
Are we going to do this shout out to...
Oh, I think we'll do it at the end. We do have a big announcement at the end of the podcast, but if we say it now, then they will just turn off.
It's
but
a
like,
huge,
obviously
huge
keep-
announcement.
yeah.
It's like a baby cow.
they'll keep listening to the end of the podcast if we say.
Hashtag.
So there were 2 games obviously today. Second game was over at Warminster. Reese, from a bystander's point of view, what did you make of the game?
Very one-sided, Rob. Very one-sided.
Yeah, there wasn't a
I turned up when you just clocked your way to 100.
Yeah.
Seen you putting your bat up, and I thought he's gonna like retire now, but
No.
Unfortunately, Rob pulled a hamstring.
We did have the conversation, didn't we, Vila?
he did.
When we got to 3 figures, and I said something along the lines of, I could retire, and then you said no, go and score lots of runs, and I said, well, yeah, because actually I don't really
the captain
fancy
didn't give you the
fancy
nod.
retiring. So carried on, and then I was just looking at the
I
boundary
think you
then for
said-
the next 6
I-
overs, waiting for Sparky to
I
come
think
out.
you actually said, no, Bill, I don't really like retiring. He goes against all my principles.
I definitely
I mean-
didn't say that.
The limp off was extraordinary, wasn't it?
It was.
Well, unfortunately,
to
what
get the
happened
Reading-
was for those
Yeah.
those people listening out there that weren't at Warminster today, I just I was going along quite nice, and then just I pulled pulled muscle in my hamstring.
Was that
Just-
pushing the sight screen with your pads on?
Do you know what, mate? I think that's a personal highlight for me.
That's genuinely how keen he was. I've never seen a batsman run to long off, push the sight screen, go, well, I can't actually function without the sight screen being in front of me. Push the sight screen across the other way. And I just was like, really? Has he done that?
Well, Smithy
Yeah.
was
It
this guy
backfired
came over the
massively because
wicket.
obviously your hamstring went then.
No, that was it, mate. And
Yeah.
I was just fighting it off for the rest of the
Just
innings.
finding
Yeah.
a boundary.
Well, he said move the sight screen, and then no one moved it, and then all of our players were just stood sat down at mid wicket, just having a nice little
I hope you
Sunday.
washed your hands after that.
The mid on and mid off didn't move, and I was like, well, fuck it, I'll just go and do it myself.
Did you
I
wash your
ran
hands?
full length out to the boundary in my pads and moved the sight screen.
I can safely say I've never seen that.
I've never done it before,
Ever
mate.
before.
I've never done it before.
Have you seen it before?
I don't think I have.
No, don't do it.
It
again.
sounds like
That's
something that Brad
ridiculous.
House would do.
Brad House.
Is that a fair assessment?
Hashtag
Mate, he's got his
What's his handle?
He's
Let's
got a
get him
lot
in there
on
again.
him.
Let's get him in there again.
He's
What's
got
his
a lot.
handle?
No, you know what's his
At.
I tell you what,
House.
we'll put it in the notes. We'll
If
put
you
it
want
in
to
the
know
show
some
notes.
averages.
Have a look in the comments and notes below. We'll pop it in there.
Hashtag stats.
Potts, do you want to just talk us through Brad
Hashtag
House's week?
coronavirus.
Because he's had a rough week in the old Brad House.
Mate, I don't think anyone can have a go at Brad. I mean,
Go at him, mate, but he's had a good week, hasn't he? Bit of good news.
What would we do if the travelling community pitched up on our square and refused to move? And
Yeah.
would that come on the first team captain to deal with?
Uh,
And how would that? Well, how would
Can
that
you
go?
imagine
It did.
Sparky walking up to a load of jippos? Yeah, no, I
I
can't.
think it would go
Here,
well.
get off my land, young
yeah.
Get off my
I
square.
mean, it doesn't sound an easy job. So
My
I'm not
brother
gonna-
over there told me you had to move.
He's been accepted back into the England football travelling army, hasn't he?
I think that was a
That's
a
great,
while
mate.
ago. That might be in 2018.
Okay. Yeah.
I got a bit.
Oh my god, you've been stalking.
Oh well, I mean, I
Ricky-
get regular updates from Potts
So-
on Brad House. Obviously, he's taken over the captaincy at
Did-
There was
Burnham, and we wish Brad the best of luck with that. Obviously,
There was a rumour going around that he did riddle that pub in Burnham-on-Sea with coronavirus. Actually, I get it shut down.
A rumour.
Yeah,
They're
yeah, I
saying-
mean-
I'm not saying it's true.
I mean,
That's
if you are listening,
legally-
East Huntsville, I'd probably check because I think they
Yeah,
play.
Listen, mate.
I'd have a test.
It's easy to riddle someone with something. Alright?
You're right,
leave it
Vector.
there.
It
Riddle
is
me,
Vector.
Mitch.
Yeah.
right on a slightly more serious note. Obviously, we're playing games again. We've got the all the coronavirus measures and stuff in place. From your point of view, Potts, in terms of like time and how did it work with the sanitising every 6 overs and all that stuff?
Yeah, I mean it's fine. It's just no one sort of knows the best way to sort of do it. Really, do you have a box behind the keeper with it in? Does someone run on with it? Do you run off and get it? Do you keep it in your pocket and dive on it? We still haven't worked out what the best way to do it is.
I think umpires
It's
having them in
fine.
the pockets works a bit better, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Like
We
had Nick.
we found it very slick today with our umpire having it in his pockets. So as soon as the time came for everyone to douse themselves in cheap alcohol, it took about 30 seconds. Everyone was done.
How nice did that stuff smell that Nick had?
Well, it's better than stuff at the Vine Tree.
Aloe vera?
Because-
aloe vera.
Aloe vera.
Oh my god.
Carex, wasn't it? Nice.
Oh.
It
The
was a
stuff
good
at the
one.
Vine
Fucking
Tree.
money floating back there.
Oh, I know,
Mike.
mate. I know.
Straight up after training, me and Potts going to the Vine Tree afterwards, and the hand sanitizer in the Vine Tree pub. Honestly,
It flows from the toilet.
No, it's tequila.
It is tequila.
I'm not joking.
Imagine Vila just gets to it and just opens his mouth underneath.
Sopping it.
I don't know how they've done that.
Bitty.
Oh, if you ran a swab over a Vine Tree glass, God knows what you'd find. I mean, that just seems like
Allegedly, Robin.
That pub
Sorry,
was
yeah,
just pure
allegedly.
bumhole, wasn't it?
yeah. There are other pubs out there available. It's just in case you're wondering. So I think
that
like
are also riddled.
I think the biggest issue, like going forward to next week, is time, because last week we played that 40 over game here, and like the whole process, 40 overs, it took 6 hours. So if you're playing, and that was with like no tea. So if you're playing like a 50 over game, then of course it's going to be another 25 minutes. Tom Barton's walked in, has got no idea that we're doing a podcast right now. How are you, Barts?
It's not hard.
Barts, how was your fish and chips? Close the door and pull up a chair. We're joined by Tom Barton. So I think, like, in terms of doing 50 overs, if you start at 12, it's like an 8-hour day. I don't know how you're going to get in, especially when you're going into September. I think 40 overs works way better. Like, I guess the sort of massive
There is
Whipple
one
badges
problem
out there
with
would
that.
probably...
There
But there's no
There
time
is-
restriction for this sanitizer.
Yeah, I know, but
is
you're talking
there?
about
So
the-
you go
yeah.
off and you have a fag.
There
and
is
a
one
joint.
problem.
Well, you do.
There is one problem. You'll have to get on with it a bit quicker if it gets to 40 overs, Rob.
Well, I mean, I don't know if you looked at the scoreboard today, Reece,
No, it's not bad.
but I retired in 31 overs and we had a decent
I only had
amount of goals,
143.
Where are you going, Barts?
Stop.
Back in a minute.
Oh, he's going back. So we
He
had
got
a,
his t-shirt on
we
inside.
had sort of Tom Barton looking in a little bit goofy.
So thanks for your contribution, Tom.
Genuinely, the best looking guy in the club has got his t-shirt on inside out, and I feel a lot better looking.
So yeah, I mean, I don't know how it's going to work going forward. I guess next week. Do we have a start time, Rich? Do we know? I don't know.
It's
It
gotta
has
be-
to be 12.
It's got to be 12, isn't it?
I think even at
It
12,
cannot be
it's-
late.
he's getting in.
You just have to build them out, mate.
Well, usually we sort
we
of do
normally
that.
do,
Luckily,
right?
we've got
We've
a
got
seamer.
Barts.
Luckily, we've got a seam bowler who's already got 10 wickets this season in 2 games. So, oh, he's in and out again. You can both come in and join the podcast if you like.
Feel free. It doesn't smell.
He's in. Well, seeing as we've got him here, Tom Barton,
You're going to have to speak loud, Vine, but
you might have to sort of lean over the desk.
Can you explain your bowling plan today?
4 wickets again.
You bowled
Actually 10
really
in
well,
front of
mate.
Reece in the early going, which is nice.
Just bowl it straight, man.
How do they come out today? Good.
Alright, this man here took a couple of good grabs.
Well, they don't know who you're talking to because it's actually just on recording at the moment.
It's not television, mate. It's, you know,
Do they
there's
know-
no camera.
Do they know he's here?
They know Andy's here, yeah, because they've heard.
They know other people here as well, mate.
I just nipped a couple away and Vila.
Andy, well, I guess that's a nice. Well, should we talk about Venus? We've left it, haven't we? So
I'd rather talk about his misfield than his catches.
no, we'll get onto that. We'll get back in there. So I think having stood next to Andy Veal at Slip for the past couple of years, when
Can we just describe how he looks at the moment? I mean, he's
Well,
got his ears hanging out.
He's like a 40-year-old paedophile.
Yeah. He's older than 40.
That might be harsh, yeah.
I'd
Yeah.
say more
It's a bit-
50.
A bit harsh, I'd say.
when he came
35 really.
But yeah.
Oh yeah, well that's acceptable then.
when he came out of the changing area today, Scott made the observation that he looked like a little boy who just picked up the first 2 items out of a lost property box.
Fair point.
Yeah.
Right,
But you got away with it once we seen Ross's footwear.
Oh yeah,
You
yeah,
know,
the Mark
and then
Harmon.
yeah.
Some
Yeah.
lovely dance there.
But they served him well all the way through India.
Apparently so.
All the way
Yeah.
all through India, and they held up
He's
neck.
definitely wore socks with that.
He's
Oh,
told
right.
us, yeah, he said he's done it on purpose. Yeah, he knows.
God.
So Andy,
Nettie, have you got that?
Yes, what?
we've been stood next to each other for a couple of years in the Slips. Most of the time, you're either dropping it or it's like falling short of you. So, like the first wicket that went down today, Bart's like just bowled, lovely little cricket bowl, and it just took the edge. and when you caught it, can you
You work
just
at TMS, mate.
for the people listening, the millions out there that tune into this podcast every week, can you tell the people or just give them the noise that you made when you caught it? wait, one more time. Yeah,
One more time?
yeah. It was like this little sound of like it was like Christmas morning, wasn't it? Like, oh my god, my stocking's full.
Hence the outfit.
Unbelievable.
Literally, my stocking was genuinely full. And then Neil, I love it. Neil Dredge runs into me. Peter, did that go in clean? I went, no. No, it didn't.
So you've broken your 2-year drought, and then Andy.
Like London buses.
Andy, maybe you can talk us through what happened next, because I still can't quite believe what happened.
Well, my trousers didn't come down after that because it was an exciting moment for me.
Was this the misfield?
So,
No, this is the catch, isn't
Oh,
it?
the diving one.
it just got snuck off, and
Got silly, didn't it?
had to do a little bit of a dive, and it was pretty much on the floor.
Right,
Would you
Vila,
agree?
the game's gone. We finished.
Who's that?
Did that ball bounce?
No,
But
it trapped my fingers on the floor.
Well, Andy's already said that he's put on a stone over lockdown, and I'm convinced that all that fat has gone into his hand, and it's like that's like cushioning the ball and like
made it a
Bart,
bucket.
from your point of view, talk us through it. Talk us through the moment.
Oh, well, it's a really good catch because it's one of those ones which typically for me didn't quite carry. Wasn't quite going to carry.
It didn't carry. It went out on back through.
But Vila managed to get his lockdown hand forward for it.
His fat, sticky mitt
And it's
underneath.
and it just stuck in there.
Did the batsman sort of ask you? Did that carry, mate?
no,
It
he was
was
gone.
fine,
He was
it was
gone.
fine.
I gave him a send off.
What did you say to it? What did you say?
I got my Stay Puft marshmallow hand underneath the ball.
I tell you what,
Yeah.
Reggie. I tell you what we can do for this podcast. We can take a picture of Andy's lockdown hand and use it as the background. Should we do that? We'll do that. We'll get a picture of the lockdown hand as Freddie Croker enters for the 4th time during the podcast. Well, look, we said we were going to do half an hour or 20 minutes. We've done 20 minutes. Is there anything to add from the day from anybody?
The misfield. Can we talk about
And so basically,
so we've had happy hour. We've had 2 wins. It's all been gravy, but we got to talk about a few.
I think
we
what happened.
We also have to talk about Robin's 143.
Robin's 143 was pretty impressive, wasn't
Yes.
it?
He did smash it around.
He did
the
get
park.
bounced out. Well, he got
I think-
bounced and hit.
I think
Yeah.
it's a lot easier to bat when you've got like a
you have
40-yard
wings?
boundary and a like 60-yard long op coming at you.
Oh yeah, but
Times
I mean, like
Did you have a bruise?
every partner you had today helped. Mind, everyone batted really well with you today, didn't they?
well, apart from Vila.
Charlie batted well with you, didn't
Oh, Vila.
Did you have a bruise when they?
he? Vila was there.
Mate, when I got pinned, I got pinned pretty hard, mate. So
I think Vila batted really well. I think you batted great.
I think you'd be alright for the barbecue.
I enjoyed the fact that I got out the ball after Robin retired hurt.
Well, this was bullshit because I didn't want to.
Bullshit. It was bullshit, Vila.
I didn't want to retire. The captain comes out and goes, Letty, you got to retire because we've got to see Ross bat. And that's fine, whatever.
He
So
batted well.
We did actually
begrudgingly went out, and then you got out anyway.
So
the
I
next
mean,
ball.
so you made a I don't even know the word. I'm not even bothered.
Educated decision.
Yeah, to retire.
Well, the
Obviously,
reason I didn't retire in the first place.
your hamstring went.
Yeah. Had to go out because my hamstring.
Get your red ink,
Yeah.
Sparky
let's
came out.
talk about Ross. How do you think he batted today?
Well, this is what I'd like to see. So Sparky came out and said, "Is there any chance that you two fuckers want to get out? Because I want to see Ross bat." And Letty went, I feel a bit of a tight hammy. Yeah, I'll plunge myself onto my own sword. It'll be all right. Yeah, it's fine. He quite happily declared himself retired.
Unfit to
Unfit to
continue.
bat.
Unfit to continue. The next ball, I popped up to mid wicket.
Oh, mate. Which I was happy about.
Yeah,
Yes,
well,
I got
Just,
to go. Yeah.
You didn't need to do that, Rob.
Yeah.
And if I didn't laugh all the way back to the pavilion, it would have probably been a bit more disappointing.
I
But
think
it was-
such.
So-
What would have
but-
been good is if you left your pads on and just walked straight back out and
Yeah.
you go, I think that would have been better.
Right, hang on a minute.
So no.
however-
Can we just talk about how
Yeah.
Ross batted?
Let's
Because
talk
I
about
think
Ross.
he batted very well today.
He's going to be listening to this, obviously, because he
Is he as sad as
loves
us?
the podcast.
Is he as sad as? Is he?
He loves
Oh,
the
yeah.
podcast.
Okay.
I can
It's
hear his
all he
thighs
listens to.
warming as he listens.
So,
Like warm apple pie.
Jimmer, what's your impressions of
I
Ross?
enjoyed batting with him today.
Yeah, but what's he like as a bloke? No one cares about that.
Oh,
Just a fuck about the cricket.
I'm just looking forward to meeting his missus, mate. If I'm honest.
Yeah. If
I
you're
mean,
listening
I tell
to
you
this,
what,
Jen,
I'd-
I'd switch it off.
I had a lot of time with him today, and I thoroughly enjoyed his company.
He's all right,
a
isn't he?
lovely lad.
He's all right. And
Lovely.
sounds
You know
okay.
when someone comes into the club and you think we got a great dressing room, haven't we? Just be honest. All three teams, they've got a great dressing room. Will someone come in upset the apple cart? I think he's an addition. I think he's a great bloke.
He let you play with his bum, didn't he?
He only
now
two.
I'm gonna have to put a
There's
parental
only two
advisory on there
fingers. He wouldn't let
again.
me put all three in. But he was impressed that I could get 7 baby carrots up my bum.
No.
They have still have like the green bit.
If the sound quality on this is rubbish, we don't have to worry about it.
But like, just you go to Asda and you could get baby carrots.
No. James, you've made your point, mate. It's fine. Don't worry about it.
Already back
Don't
up.
worry about the baby carrots.
Everyone knows a baby carrot.
They're already
It's
back
no
up.
good if you get Sainsbury's.
No, it has to be what? What's your favourite
7.
brand?
Yeah, but when you
Huh?
got them back
Is
up,
it
were they like,
Sainsbury's, Asda, Tesco's,
was
Morrison's?
it like a bowling
Lidl's?
machine?
No, Asda's round the corner from my house.
Bit
It's
more
always
pointy.
Asda.
Was it like,
No, the baby carrots.
Yeah,
They're not
little
pointy. Not with the string, like the
like
flowers on the end.
stubs? Like stubs?
Yeah.
Baby carrots are still pointy. They're just little. You mean the carrot sticks?
Were they like a bowling machine going off?
No, they're like nuggets.
We're going off
No.
off piece.
How
here.
many of them do you reckon you could fit up your
I didn't
bum?
even realise we had a piece,
Got
to be honest.
This is your Jimmer's questions
Jimmer.
that get tweeted in.
Jimmer. Jimmer.
I'm allowed one every
No,
podcast.
no,
So
no.
I'd like to put to you,
No.
Robin, how many baby carrots can you fit up your bum?
If I threaded like a string through them,
Right.
so like I could retrieve them again at the end.
Like anal beads?
Yeah, I wouldn't want to just like stuff them up there because they would never come out. So I'd
Because
say
we never come out. You always shit
Yeah,
out
they're
that
like,
that.
like a bowling machine going
no.
off.
I would say 6.
6.
Yeah.
How about you, Potts?
You gotta go 8. You
Well,
gotta
he's
go
got previous though, isn't he?
Yeah, he has.
I'm struggling to
If you're not going to
picture how
answer
big
it,
would
what's
some
the
baby carrots
biggest thing
be?
you've put up your bum?
A bottle or bird.
Okay, should we're gonna move this on and just round it up.
we
I think.
talking about?
I've got a
No, I
philosophical
think-
one.
no, I think-
I've got a
We
philosophical
gotta do a
one
shout
when-
out.
Oh, what?
Real shout
A
out.
philosophical one to end on. How was your tea today, and is this the end of cricket teas as we know it?
Okay,
I think so.
teas wise,
You were batting at this time, right? But the approach to tees, because Charlie and Scott were in the mix to go and stand at square leg to umpire. Watsy was out there. It come to like 6 overs before one of them had to go. They both walk over to the team. We're going to Lidl's to get some tea.
clever.
Yeah,
As
that's
a
what I
fast
thought.
bowler though, Barts.
Yeah.
I
What,
think-
whoa,
I think
whoa,
it's-
wait! Before you ask this question, what did you have for tea today, Bart?
Pasta.
Yeah,
And
I was
when,
gonna go
and
like
when
a
did you
Yeah, I
have
was going
it?
to say, as a fast bowler,
Yeah.
when did you have it? Did you get it in early?
I had it drinks first innings.
Yeah. See, that's great thinking.
Carbo loading.
That
He
is
was savage about
Oh,
that.
hang on a minute, which brings me on to my next point. You had it drinks
Now.
first innings.
Yeah.
Is that what helped you smash that gigantic 6 over long on today?
That was the shot of our innings.
What
With
a
a
shot
5
that was!
cricket bat. Oh,
Yeah.
Likely to be the pasta. Yeah.
We
Yeah.
both,
Pasta.
when you hit it, we both thought you were caught, and it
It's
just
all
seemed to
set up.
keep going.
Just kept going and
Yeah,
going and
it
going
did.
and
It was a
going.
great shot.
For a £5 bet.
and did you think
Yeah.
you were going to get run out as well?
£5.
I thought about running myself out.
Yeah, I was
the
gonna
last
say, we-
ball.
we thought so.
I
Not
thought
very
I'd
good.
just run anyway.
My last question of the podcast.
Yeah,
4
it's
wickets.
got to be it now because come
4
on, it's
wickets.
26 minutes.
Massive 6. Are you having sex tonight?
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Jimmer!
Is that a no?
Oh, hang on a minute! Is that a no? Barts, it's not a no, is it? Come
You've had
on.
fish and chips. You've got it.
It's not
In
a
the
no,
bum.
is
Oh,
it?
no.
You never know.
In
Right.
the bum?
Let's move this on.
Right, that's enough. No, you see, you saw.
There's no chorus going on
You
there. mate.
flirted with the line and then you went over it.
It's got a bit
Just
silly.
leave
Give
it.
It's got
him an
silly. It's got silly, but that's good.
Right, listen, we've got
Big
one big
shout
shout out to
Big
do.
shout
We are
Baby down.
we're in the
They
changing
are. Let's go with a few of these
we're
quotes
in, we're in
first.
the changing rooms here. We
There's
got
a few
we just want to
quotes.
give a shout out to
Few quotes.
Slimming World.
Slimming World Weight Watchers.
Debbie and Michael, they've been overweight for 21 years.
Better complexion.
Yeah.
New water.
Their confidence
Happier
has
and
grown.
healthier.
New love for cooking. Although you think they'd have
Fantastic
quite a big
group
love for
support.
cooking. anyway.
Greatest loser.
So our greatest losers of the week are Debbie and Michael. Congratulations on your 10 stone, 11 pound.
And you actually look
loss.
better when you're fat.
Right, I think we're going to end it there because this has been absolutely shite. So
That is half an hour of absolute drivel.
we'll be back at some point.
It's pretty much matched all the rest of them.
I think we might be back at Lansdowne next week.
Oh yeah, we'll be back. Well, we'll see how if we lose.
If we
won't
lose, we won't fucking.
Well, yeah. So we'll be back next time you win. All right.